Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin. Where we left off last time, we actually had failed doing the rock, paper, scissors, but then I went back and redid it again, so that we could actually complete the quest. That being said, now that everyone's coming over here to see our good friend Cedric's play, we're gonna go talk to him. That Gallagher is quite the performer, one of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Tell me more about yourself. Just like the old times. The rush, the thrill, what a delight. Thank you, stranger, or shall I say, fan and friend. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave, actually. So we did complete that, as we are supposed to do. Perfect. Now, let's check our journal. L? Aha. So we did that. We haven't done anything else yet, though. So let's go talk to Reginald now. Strange, you seem to be my only client. Did the whole of Cecile eat some bad chicken, or what? Let's discuss your crowd warmer. Aye, these Sicilian cows wouldn't dare chew their cud without the full support of the herd. Without my crowd warmer, I can't attract a crowd for the life of me. Tell me about that talking head. We already listened to the story about this. Yes, we already did that.
Bye.
Let's go back over here and see if we can talk to Cedric again. I want some reward for this.
Bye.
I didn't get any reward. Let's go talk to this guy. Hey, it's you again. I don't have to tell you that Cedric's act will help you banish belly fat and inspire your kids to say no to drugs. That's awesome. Same thing again. So he's just a crowd warmer. Alright, we'll leave that alone, and we're going to move on. Let's go see if we can loot some more things in the town. Apparently there is a rooster. I love the atmosphere of this game. It's really, really pretty. I like it. Although I wish that there was more than a 90-degree turn. Go in here and see what's in here. Thelrion. But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage or two, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold under the right conditions. Oh, a source hunter, imagine that. Quite a bit. More petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia and half the circumference of the biceps brachii, as my memory serves. But no matter, even if I couldn't spare its hardiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Tell me about yourself. Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst, a simple pinch of Atropa belladonna into her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by the single application of a tincture of Cisuta Douglasii to the tongue. Not to mention that it has been my and only my tutelage that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to soar to the Olympian heights she has, by the grace of good guidance and good fortune, managed to reach. So your apprentice has enjoyed some success. Yes, and that's how we're referring to the secretive use of revolutionary healing method, hardly approaching the hinterlands of her understanding. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. A revolutionary healing method. Can you elaborate? Some manner of quackery I can hardly stand to allow in my house of healing. She has procured a stone supposedly capable of preternatural feats of healing. But I know neither the source of the stone's power, nor the nature of the gem itself. She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. With these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen and learn the truth myself. Let's discuss your apprentice, Evelyn. I don't mean to imply the girl is wholly without talents, no. She certainly possesses a critical eye in an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I do expect she'll be quite a successful healer in her own right. When the time comes, she is learning from the best, after all. Do you have any work for a trio of sailors? Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in the House of Medicine, unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones. Do you know anything about Jake's murder, the counselor? A terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife Esmeralda were hardly a secret, you know.
A mysterious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
That is interesting indeed.
Oh, magic.
Let's go in and take a look. We are quick saving, of course. Excuse me, this is a private sick room. Who in the name of the seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. Tell me about yourself. I'm terribly sorry. It's this task. I feel my very being is unraveling at the most tenuous seams. I am an apprentice in the healing arts. Healing, but this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Tell me more about the patients. What would you like to know? I'd like to know more about Boris, one of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. I'd like to know more about Stephen. Quite the venerable staple of Cecile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement. No less. That always happens whenever someone's about to retire. Dead. You gotta be careful around that time. Nearly everyone in Cecile is familiar with the grinning Stephen, and as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. I'll take my leave. Don't dither long. These men are slipping ever close towards the edge with each passing moment. Can I talk to either of them? I'm gonna quick save and just choose one. I think I'm gonna choose the young guy. He's got more to life and stuff. I'm ready to make a decision. Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone. Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is, yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other. As does mine.
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this lightning?
What just happened? Alright, we appear to be at somewhere completely new. Jahan is here. Oh, no, Jahan's our wizard. Never mind, sorry. Zixax is here. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what is this? What are you doing here? Where the very stars come to die. Who are you? And where have you come from? We are source hunters from the realm of Rivellon. Are you indeed? Then let me tell you, hunters of the source, that you have strayed far, far from home. Far in space, and far in time. How, I wonder? All we did was to approach a strange stone. It shone with a blinding light, then whirled us away. A stone, you say? Could it be? Could I have been right all along? This stone, what was it? Was it bright and beauteous as a diamond, but did it glow softly deep down in his heart, as if a soul dwelled within? I'd say that's a fairly accurate description, yes. A star stone. It must be. For centuries it slept, this bounty of the heavens, but now it is waking, and it has brought its awakeners here. All was dark, and all was still, as it has always been and always would be, or so I thought, so I feared. But then the ruins around me began to shimmer, shine, and dance like fair-winged fairies roused from slumber. Starstone. Could it be the key after all, and you its wielder? Things of light to unlock the thing of darkness, lead us into realms forbidden, where salvation may yet be found. It would be great if you would start making sense right now. Oh, I've been making sense all along, my friend, though I didn't even see it. Okay, see? This is what you must do. Approach the looking lens and behold, if you dare, the darkness before which even the cosmic shadows flee in terror.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
I'm gonna take the beer first. It's very important. And some pillows. Just steal the pillows. That is a really cool looking telescope. What is that? Interesting. I want to go there, wherever that is. Little imp dude. Oh, there you are.
Well, hello there.
You looked through the looking lens. You saw. Terrifying, isn't it? So much to see, so much to discover, and so little time to do it in. I'm not a child, imp. The dark doesn't scare me. Oh, how brave you are, how bold and hardy. Too bad it won't help you even a little bit when the seemingly inevitable end comes to swallow you whole. This maw of darkness, it consumes time itself. Yes, Star Stone Starter, you have just witnessed the end of all, the maelstrom that like a carrion eater is devouring the carcass of creation. Space and time have lost all meaning, for they are falling prey to the void, and in the void, there is no existence. A bleak prospect indeed, and yet you do not seem to despair. I did despair for the longest of times, I did. Aeons upon aeons I have traveled through the reaches of time, through the rifts that lead to worlds unimaginable, hoping to find something, anything, that could put a stop to the maelstrom. That is how I found this place. I knew that it was here, that the answer must be hidden. It teems with mystery undiscovered, with power that is limitless, yet out of reach, until you came along, the ones who can tame Starstone. You have drowned my despair. You, I believe, can end the end of time. I think it's time you tell me who you are, Sir Imp. But of course, I'm Zyzik, the Imp Historian, tasked by the gods to write down the history of all creation. Faithfully I have fulfilled my task, and would have done so perpetually, until one day I saw that time will end. Impossible, I thought, inconceivable, for the gods had told me that their work was infinite both in date and in distance, but my eyes did not deceive me. When the maelstrom I beheld, time would end. I would end. All would end. No, I cried, never. I shall save time, if it's the last thing I do, so far my efforts have been in vain. But you, as the saying goes, are the hope that springs eternal. Starstones, the end of time? Us source hunters? How about you connect the dots for me? To claim I can piece the puzzle together would, at this stage, be premature and insincere, but let me summarize the facts as clearly as I can see them. Here we are, in a fragmented sliver of space, which happens to be the only spot in all of the universe where one may observe the void maelstrom. A portal flanks the looking lens, but until now it was inert. The rune stones that adorn it are special, which lead me to believe that they are somehow linked to Starstone. Starstone, though, always remained as useless as a pebble, a dead rock of no consequence. Its secrets remained off limits to me. You, however, make the souls inside the Starstone spring to life, and thereby are you activating the portals to new, previously forbidden areas in this strange dimension. I do not know where they lead, but I am convinced they will steer towards a solution to the continuance of time. Am I playing Chrono Trigger? Because it feels like I'm playing Chrono Trigger now. How did you get here, and what is here? Ah, well, you see, on one of my travels, I found a rune stone in the deep demonic dungeons that hide from daylight, far beneath the surface of horror-haunted Nemesis, a plane of frightful perversions. I read the rune and it brought me here, this sad little realm that is no more than a morsel at the edge of the all-consuming abyss. Ever since, it has been a place where I have found shelter, a home even, though it shares its dominion with that terror of terrors that is the void. So there you have it, the homestead on the shelter plain at the end of time. Welcome be, my friend, welcome be. I will take my leave. Splendid idea, later we can talk till the cows come home, but right now we should investigate the portal. Where, oh where does it lead, I wonder?
So long.
I wonder that too, and so we shall find out.
Oh, what strange new world is this? Let us explore.
This is
on the world,
Homestead
aren't we?
Hall.
We are not on the world at all.
What is up here? It's a tree with butterflies. That's really cool. That leads to the first garden. We're not allowed there yet, apparently. There's also some portals that are inactive so far. We'll go take a look to the other side as well. I just want to see what's over there. Looks like I'm almost up a level as well. Look at that. At least some of my characters are, for that matter. Inactive portal again, and inactive portal. So we can go to the forbidden one, it looks like. The forbidden zone. But we won't yet because that sounds scary and dangerous. There's a chest here. The last chest. I'll have a quick save before grabbing it. I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each you'll discover how to open me. Okay, fair enough.
Not objecting.
I've tried every imaginable tongue, from Dwarfwagon to Lizardese, but this woman simply won't budge. Maybe she just doesn't like the look of a refined, impish face like mine. Perhaps you'll have better luck, but please do report back whatever you find, Source Hunter.
So long.
Alright, I'll try and talk to her then. A young woman is ceaselessly weaving a seemingly boundless tapestry with the delicate grace of a harpist plucking at her instrument's strings. She takes no notice of anything but her endless occupation. Who are you, madame? At first, it seems this taciturn woman will continue to ignore your presence, but then she suddenly glances at you, and her eyes go wide with surprise and wonder. Her lips move ever so slightly, and when she speaks, her voice appears to reach you from an untold distance, whispers wrestled from oblivion. I am Time, the weaver of time. In the ethereal threads of eternity do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault, except, it seems, you. Do you mean to tell me that I am not at all featured on the canvas of time? I do not mean to, but it is the only thing I can do. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness, perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. How can I redeem time if, as you say, I am not even part of it? I think that perhaps you can redeem time because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer even held possible. Know then that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the precipice of ages and watched on as the void phrased the fabric of time, like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you who stirred the life within the stones, these stones, children of stars. They placed new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry, and because you give Starstone energy, you are creating time. These Starstones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all the lives, and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone. There are many questions I have for you, and I shall answer if I can. Who are you, really? I am the weaver of time, as I have told you, though my existence is one that falls behind, and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian, chroniclers, both are we of the epochs of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same, task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning, and am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation, perhaps I am creation, perhaps I am the creator, or maybe it is you who makes the dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Why is Starstone so important, and why does it react to me and my colleague alone? That, in itself, is a lot, more than most realms can claim, but no, the precipice of ages... Wait, that's not right, I hit the wrong one. Oh, sorry, you call this place the precipice of ages. Is that what this is? No more, no less? That in itself is a lot, more than most realms can claim, but no. The precipice of ages is not the be-all and end-all of this curious plane. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the Starstones will tell. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I resided in another realm altogether, but ever since the end of time appeared in those deep, dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. Why is the Starstone so important? Why is direct to me, my colleague? Alas, the answers to these questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry as yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though, for the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only, no. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. Why do you talk to me but not the imp historian? I do not usually talk. Come to think of it, when I addressed you, it was the first time my voice was ever invoked. I have no need of conversation, like I have no need of air, or appetite, or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time, and time is running out, unless you remedy its declivity. You, I talk to you, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
The plot thickens.
We should tell the imp the Weaver's tale.
Yes. So much to see, so much to discover, and so little time to do it in. I met with the Weaver of Time. She talked to me. Wondrous, oh wondrous indeed. At least she is willing to speak to someone around here. So what did she say? That I should look for starstones, for they renew and revitalize time. I knew it, as surely as Zix comes before Zax. I knew it. Then, that should be your mission, be... My friend, oh I beseech you, let that be your mission, to trace Starstone, wherever it may lead you. Together we'll try to unfold the depths of this dimension, and thereby try to save all and everything from annihilation. Here, take this runestone and this precious little pyramid. Gifts are they from me to you. The rune will bring you back and forth from Rivellon whenever you decide the moment is appropriate or opportune. In the pyramid, it has a twin. Find it, and you'll see just how handy these twins can be. I'll take my leave. So a runestone. Interesting. Cool. Now how do I get out of here? Maybe I have to go through the Forbidden Zone? That sounds like we would go to die there, actually. Maybe I have to ask how to get out of here. Let's try that.
Well, hello there.
I have some questions. No, that's not really helpful. You. Questions. Let's change the subject. No.
Ah, hello.
If I'm supposed to start searching for Starstone, it would be handy to know where to start looking. Wouldn't it just? Word that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, lairs of long-forgotten evils, those are the dens you should frequent. One more piece of advice, don't go unarmed. I still don't understand how the Starstone and Void Maelstrom are related. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstones has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Maelstrom are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion, you who is handling the Weaver new threads, and that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now isn't that a lovely mission? You say that you are the imp historian, but you seem to be more than mere imp and more than mere historian. Oh, I don't know if I'm more than these things per se, but having been given a divine mission does give its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine, as long as no one skewers me with a sword. But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is, not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. At the end of time, I'll be out of a job. So gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost, know that we must not repeat, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Alright then. Let's find a way out of here. That's our next goal. All these portals are inactive. That leads to the observatory, so that won't help us. You know what? I'll try the Forbidden Zone one or whatever. I'm hoping that'll lead me to where we're supposed to be going. The teleporter refuses to work. Alright then. So how do I get out of here? Inactive, inactive. Is there like a waypoint? Nope. Maybe I should have to hit this. Oh, I can just go. Okay. Easy enough then. Gotcha. Makes sense. We are heading back to Cecile.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Alright, let's head up north. Or back into the town, I should say. So we found a stone that is very interesting, and we should probably go take that one from that girl. In theory, anyways. That is Evelyn's house. It's locked right now, so we can't go in there. Actually, you know what we should pick up?
On the market, it seems.
Oops, not sneaking. I kind of want him, or possibly her.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of
Can I
gold.
grab... I guess I can't grab any, like, animal talking stuff yet. Nope. Alright, we'll save our ability points for now then. Someone wants to talk. What's Jehan want? Bah, how intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge in the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all, it is a consummation devoutly to be wished. There is no such thing as too much knowledge. We are lucky to have found Zigzax, sorry. Agreed, Emperor, no. He is the best shot we have to attain which you so devoutly seem to wish. You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched, but this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship, a quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty. Indeed, that sounds excellent to me. So that's the inn, that's where we became members of that adventuring guild, which we will be going to get quests from at some point. There's a graveyard up here, which I do recall has some hilarious things in it. But we're not going to go in there quite yet because we are at just about half an hour. In the meantime, I want to go to... Whoops. There's a house I wanted to go to that I vaguely remember. I think it was this one. The coffin maker's house.
Oh, it goes to and fro, the city's youth, they hustle.
Where are my characters? Oh, they're there. Is there like a run button? I'm gonna look for it. So we're gonna go upstairs in the mortician's house and go talk to Roberts.
Greetings!
So what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks, or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to its death? What? Tell me about yourself. This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Cecile itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. What can you tell me about Jake's murder? Sad story that, though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker, especially not these days, with so many laid low by orcs and such like. I just concerned myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace about his body. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
Bye.
Something tells me you're lying. Nope, not leader. I just want you on your own.
Greetings!
I'll take my leave.
Farewell!
We're gonna sneak in.
Good
Oh.
to see you again. And stay gone!
Apparently he doesn't want me sneaking in. We're gonna take his key. Ha! 9-inch nails? Aw, yeah. Decent band. Oh, I guess I should have brought all my people down. Let's go take a look-see at his stuff. We're also gonna take the corpse compendium. And whatever's in his desk. There's a rondelle. And a cap. And some books. Let's take those too. Let's get his ledger. I don't think we need any 9-inch nails, but you never know. We're gonna do some corpse robbing too. Nothing in that one. And nothing in that one. Alright, I guess that's gonna be the end of the video then. We are at about half an hour. I'm going to be doing some more Divinity videos tomorrow before I head to work. So there's probably going to be 1 or 2 Witcher videos and like 3 or 4 Divinity videos. Basically the reciprocal of today. Hopefully there won't be any weird bugs or screw-ups like this afternoon, which was annoying as hell. So I will see you guys next time. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below.